welcome to Divine Bold Beginnings 93. What's up, DBB 93 squad? I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers for subscribing to the channel, as well as our returning subscribers for coming back, and to everyone that watched the video that are not subscribed to the channel, welcome you guys. So this video will be to cap off the end of August, and this video is for Sagittarius. Hey y'all. So in this video, make sure you guys take what resonates and let what doesn't fly bye-bye. Without further ado, let's get into your reading, you guys. So the energy here, I feel as though boundaries are needing to be set. It feels like maybe in the past you've backed out on setting boundaries with certain people, but it's looking at situations and it's kind of bringing you back towards your happiness and what you allow others to do to you and take of your energy here. So the first card you have here is forgiveness. So I feel like a lot of this stems from either you having that heartfelt energy towards everyone and not realizing that ultimately that's your demise. That's what people cling to when it comes to any situation with you. They cling to the fact that they know you're sweet. They know that you're helpful. They know that you are the type of person that, you know, wants to take control of a situation, like kind of like being a leader. But in hindsight, it's them pushing off their work on you. So again, make sure you guys take what resonates, but I feel that very strongly here. It's like forgiving yourself for allowing that to happen and not, you know, being so hard on yourself when it comes to situations like that. But also it's the same thing as saying, look at when people are treating you a certain way, because would you treat that person that way? And that's kind of like what you need to do. You need to step back and say, okay, this person did X, Y, and Z to me, you know, how should I treat this situation? Like, you got to go down like a checklist for yourself, because it's taking back your energy. And it's like, okay, do I treat myself this way? Then you use everything that this person has done to you and you put that in a category. Would I have treated myself that way? Would I have treated myself this way? And it's like, it's giving you that profound to put your foot down, like, look, I can't do it anymore. It's taking your energy. It's making you feel lack. It's making you feel lost. It's making you feel like you're just in grievement of disbelief of how people are actually treating you or situations are treating you. You feel like it's unfair justice, okay? So we go into relationship dynamics and religion and spirituality. So again, it comes back to receiving those signs from the divine that you need to change your relationship dynamics and how you, I feel like it's more of an outside and an inside in a way, but more of you need to fix the outside first and then go within, if that makes sense, because it feels like once you do both at the same time, it's kind of like you're getting overwhelmed. And I feel like with relationship dynamics, again, it's setting those healthy boundaries and it's allowing yourself to feel what people are triggering you to do and noticing when it's a healthy and an unhealthy situation for you. I feel like when it comes to you actually paying attention to your intuition or paying attention to the signs you're receiving, because whichever situation this goes on, it's happening in a lot of your relationships, platonic as well, or it could be work. It's happening in a lot of your relationships, and I feel like for some of you, you're not really noticing, like, what's the key turner here, and the key turner is you. And sometimes that's hard to hear, like, the key turner is me. What do you mean, me, right? And I say you because you're allowing people to treat you a certain way. You're allowing situations to arise that could have been avoided. So we go into your next card, which I feel like with this story is very perfect. the end of an era, the end of allowing others to treat you a certain way. Now, you guys, I've been trying to do your reading because you guys have been next, and it's been giving me the sign to wait, just stop, wait till you guys are at a more calmer state, because I feel like if you would have heard this a few days ago, you probably wouldn't have received this message as you are right now. And sometimes when the fire is hot and you turn it off, like if you're using a stove, like that's the scenario I was going for. If you're using a stove and you know the pot is on the stove, it's burning, it's hot, we have flames here, okay? So it's like when you turn it off, you're not gonna just touch that pot with your bare hand. And I feel like when I was trying to do you guys reading, I'm like, no, it's like something kept telling me, no, it's not the right time. I need to rest. I need to kind of get in your energy a little more to understand and give you that sympathy that you need that others aren't giving you. And I feel like when it comes to the situation, it's like you're tired. You're fed up. That's the best way to say it. Okay? So once you put those healthy boundaries, you put it into an era that could have been happening in past lives where you allow people to do what, when, and how, and however. And it's not to say that, that's bad on your behalf. No, it's to say sometimes when we are emotionally invested in something, we don't quite see the whole picture. We don't quite see it as this person is using me, or this person doesn't want the best for me, but I want the best for them. That's all you see, is that you want the best for them, because deep down, I feel like you can feel someone's soul intentions, but that's not the actions that they're showing you, okay? So we go into welcoming the new. Welcome in the fact that you have these healthy boundaries. You have the stability that you need to say yes and no. Because a lot of you, I feel like you don't say no a lot. You always say yes, 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 until it's that boiling point to where you're overflowing with, I just can't do it. It's like you go through a mental breakdown, and it's not healthy for you or your body, because for some of you, and excuse me about the way I'm about to say this, for some of you, menstrual cycles are stopped or they're offline. For others of you, I feel like, it's kind of like you're depriving yourself of the energy of food, if that makes sense. Not like sometimes you do go through a part, like it's part of depression, where you go through the part where you need to be isolated. You go through the part where you just don't want to be around people because you see how they treat you, and when it really hits you, it hits you hard. So this is welcoming the new, but knowing that you deserve this new. And if someone doesn't see your vision or your viewpoint, then that's on them. It's not for you to change their mind, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of you have been going through trying to get people on board with, what you want to do or how you feel. And it's been hindering you, because you the type of person that wants to please everyone. And sometimes you can't do that. The only person that you need to focus on pleasing is yourself. So we go into your next card, which is Heavenly Signs. This is a sign for you to stop. Stop giving all your fruit and you don't have anything to eat for later. I know sometimes parents do this where they give their children all the food if it's slim to no food in a home. And it's like, that's the energy I'm feeling here. You're giving out all your food and you're looking at the sacrifices that you're doing, but you're not getting anything in return. So it's like, yeah, grant you sometimes when you sacrifice, you're doing a good deed. But the question is, how much are you sacrificing? Are you sacrificing the last little bit? Or are you going to hold just a little bit of that sacrifice? Because you got to understand, people are not your children. So you would give everything to your child. But when it comes to other people, like, I think the best way to say it is let them figure out their way. That's the best way to say it without going into another, scenario. Let them figure out their way. They have everything they need within them. And just like you have everything you need within you, and that's how you're prospering and you're growing, that's heaven telling you, look, my child, stop. Stop doing that. Stop doing that to yourself. Because it's blocking you from your destiny. It's blocking you from what you ultimately should be doing. Okay? So you have here courage. And all these fell out on top of each other. And I'm going to tell you the energy. Healing from the past. You have here healthcare change. You are stronger than you know. Put those a little closer. Sentimental feelings and spiritual growth. Okay? So, let's look at this as a whole thing, because I feel like this is a whole mood here. And this is what you're going through. It's having courage to step up, to stand your ground. Having courage to say, I'm fighting for me, and I'm fighting for what I want. Healing from the past, situations from the past has ultimately come back up to where now it's time for you to completely put a rest and an end to what's going on. Okay, you have here healthcare changes, so it's getting your body back right, it's getting you back aligned and on track. I feel like the part of stress has been changing, either the way you eat, the way you exercise. You could be getting headaches, you could be wanting to sleep more and rest. That's a sign that your body is telling you, stop, okay? Rest more. Give your body the nourishment that it needs to continue to grow, to continue to come into your spirituality. Because even when you go through energy changes, your body still needs that rest. It's like, the best way to say it is you're shifting a lot. The world is shifting. And by you going through these situations and your energy being depleted, it makes you feel more tired. It makes you, your lifestyle is changing. So know that you are stronger than what you think you are. And if you want to experience that other side of the journey, then go about it and do that. Go into what you feel is right, okay? And it's also going into the sentimental feelings, giving yourself the love that you deserve, even if someone else is not giving you that. And it grows you spiritually, okay? So again, honoring yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself the energy that you need to progress, and stop depleting your energy for others that doesn't deplete their energy to give to you, because those other people are harnessing their energy because you're doing all the work. Okay, so let's get into your reading. I feel like September is gonna be a lot different for you guys. It's gonna really make you, if you haven't put boundaries out here, it's gonna make you put those boundaries, because either those people are gonna start acting up, or it's gonna make you just become more busy and step away from those individuals. Okay, so let's see your reading. Ooh, okay, wow. All right, so we have here, which is very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Okay, you have here the Star card. This is your hope, this is your dreams, this is your balance. You're hoping for balance in this situation. You're hoping you're hoping to go back to you, the real you, the new you. It's like these situations have been bringing you down to a point where you feel off balance. You feel like you don't want to give anymore, and you don't want to share. Because for some reason, I've never seen this. She's pouring out her cups. But as she pours out her cup, she's having faith in the divine. It's like if you go to a wishing well and you throw a coin in, right? That's the energy I'm feeling here. You're wishing that everything goes back to normal. And maybe sometimes it doesn't have to go back to normal. It's going to get better. And I feel like some of you are stuck in the past where you haven't quite moved on from a situation. And you're wishing that things come back as they were. But that's just how life goes. It doesn't. Because once the divine moves something out, they bring something in that's more beautiful. And you have the Two of Pentacles here. Again, another card that I feel is about balance for you. It's weighing up your options and going forward. You may feel as though you're the Five of Pentacles. You're left out in the cold. You feel like no one's really there to hear you cry. And I feel like that's something that you've always feared, that no one would ever be there to hear you cry. But you're walking away. It's like, okay, if you're dealing with a situation where someone has left you out in the cold, you're walking away from that past energy. I feel like for some of you, part of your walking away needs to do with a past lover. Because this Five of Pentacles, she's holding her child. Or it could be needing to release anger about your children. I feel like with this card to say, keep the ones you love close. And for the others, it's kind of in a way like push them away. And don't allow them like kind of in your energy or around you. Because even though I see the Five of Pentacles, I see one pentacle that's here for the woman and the child, but the other four are behind them. So it's kind of like separating yourself from the pack. And that's why the Eight of Cups is here, because you've walking away from, like I said, these situations. It's made you feel as though you've been seeing things wrong. And it's not that you've been seeing things wrong. You just had to take your emotions out of a situation or out of situations. So since you have done that, the Wheel of Fortune will be turning in your favor. That's why I say September is going to be a really great month for you guys. It's going to bring you towards your happiness. You have here the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, passion. Your passion ignites. Not only is your passion starting to ignite, but it's you finally being able to see the potentials, the possibilities, and the offers that are in front of you. I feel like because of those situations, you were blinded to the fact that you had to be independent. You had to do everything on your own. You couldn't depend on other people. And that could have been what ultimately was draining you. And to be the Queen of Wands, you do not have to be a female. You can be a male. So it's just reigniting that passion. You are a fire sign. So this speaks on you and your element. This is being in your element. You have here the Six of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. So normally the Seven of Cups would be like, you know, fairy tale land, but I don't feel like that. With the Six of Pentacles being here, this is balancing out. This is generosity, the reciprocity. So I feel like when it comes to the Seven of Cups, these are everything that you've dreamt of is now on earth, if that makes sense. It's like you dream things into reality, and you need to see that you can do that because you are a heavy manifester. It's being able to just go and pick what you want. And noticing that you can do that. It's rebuilding your life to where you want to go. Someone could be coming in with communication, because we do have here the Eight of Wands. Communication. They've been watching you. the Page of Swords. They've been planning to either tell you something or just make action towards you. But I feel like when these situations were going on, you were kind of shut off to communication because the sword is here. Or you couldn't quite see it, so that's like your mental state was kind of off balance, and that's what needed to be balanced out in this situation. I feel like when it comes to this situation, it's probably taking an offer. The Page of Pentacles is here with the Queen of Cups and the Sun card. Okay, so there is gonna have to be a decision made in this situation where you go after your emotional fulfillment. And I feel like this is your nurturing energy. You could be a teacher, you could be something that have to do with children, or it could be adult children as well. But what you're doing is your destiny, is your soul purpose here. So you may have been questioning that. Yes, we go through ups and downs, but it ultimately brings you your happiness, your joy. I feel like this is what you've always been meant to do, is to lead, is to teach. You are a spiritual teacher. That's the energy here. You're beautiful just the way you are, and you need to see that. Like I said, there's an offer on the table, but only if you release those blockages. Because when it comes in, you need to be balanced. Someone, the King of Swords, someone that's been kind of out of communication. You could be in separation from this person for some of you. But I feel like if you're not in separation, this person has been holding back their emotions. They're very intelligent, but they don't speak it because for some reason it's like they downplay their intelligence. But they're very smart. And it's only because they keep their heart closer to the vest than anything. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve. They need you to be in your feminine energy when they come forward. They see you as being the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the card right before the Empress. That's the pre-Empress vibe here. They see you building. They see you growing. They see you healing. And it makes this person wants to come in, and here you go. The Ten of Pentacles. Bring this together. It could be a business. Just like I said, it could be about work. Whoever this person is about work, they want your ideas on a situation. But because there's been so much chaos going on around, they haven't quite been able to come and make that clear-cut communication with you. They could see that either you're not handling a situation completely, like you're not completely through it, and that's why they haven't been making that communication. But I feel like this person is going to come forward and make the communication, show you that you're a great asset, and use your opinions and ideas to kind of get things on the road, get things rolling here, okay? So they come in as the King of Pentacles. Now, this person has a few plans that they want to put in motion with you. But you don't realize that you are the center of their plans. The Five of Swords. This person could have stabbed you in the back in the past. Yeah. So it's going to cause for you to take the Fool card, a leap of faith, and move forward. You got to have the strength and speak your truths. Whatever situation this is, the Two of Cups. It could be, like I said, a platonic relationship, like work with the boss. Or this could be a love interest that you're thinking of. Whatever it is, it's you both balancing things out together. It's needing to come together to balance. And I feel like the person doesn't know exactly how you feel, because even though you're speaking of it, they haven't heard it come from you. That makes sense. But this situation is calling for balance, and it's gonna happen. Okay, you have here the Ace of Wands, so it could be a signature that's needed. You could be signing contracts here, but however it is, it's just a movement forward towards the new beginning. And when it comes to the situation, it's like you've been waiting on this offer. You're listening to your intuition, and you know that this offer is coming. You just don't know when. And that's what makes you anxious. That's what gives you that anxiety, especially with other situations that's going on around you, because you can't quite focus on this situation because those other situations. That's why I said those other situations are going to come to an end, and you're going to be over here in this new beginning. You have the Three of Cups. Bringing things together, having this, I feel like it could be a celebration, a reunion, but ultimately the reason why is because the Three of Swords, like I said, this person could have hurt you, but they're making do just right, if that makes sense. They're coming back to make what's wrong right. They're the Knight of Wands, okay? And you have the Hangman here. So they thought things through. They thought things out. And not only is it that, at the bottom of the deck, here we go. I'm going to take the last two cards. You have here the Nine of Swords with the Devil. So this person could have been flirting on the lines of, the devil, which means like they had, it could be where they were nervous to come up to you and speak their truths. The devil card doesn't always mean, codependency and things like that. I just feel like this person was holding back, and it brought them this anxiety, as well as you, the Nine of Swords, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what was going to happen next. So when this person comes in, they give you that clarity. They show you their passion. They show you that they're about you and, what you stand for. Because you are beautiful. Like, your energy is beautiful. You are the sunshine to this situation here. So you guys, that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure your bell notifications are turned on. I will see you guys in the next readings. Have a great day. Bye.